Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It's Thursday, December 19th, 2024. How you guys doing this morning? Hope you're doing all right. I'm struggling this morning. I'm struggling. I'm so tired of I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of paying bills. I think we all probably feel this way. I had to make for those of you that have if you happen to have cable, which most people don't have cable, I set up a 12-month installment plan. And now my bill will be higher because I got to break those payments down of that overdue bill. So now my bill, instead of it being one something, it'll be two something, because I got to pay that off plus what the regular bill is. I'm just, when I tell y'all I'm tired, I'm tired. I'm just, whew, girl. I'm just tired, and I gotta call them back today because I gotta find out when are they taking this payment out. Is it at the end of the month, or is it at the beginning of the month? I don't know. Then I called People's Gas yesterday because I was trying to figure out why my bill was higher. I never did get that straightened out. But then what I was trying to do was get my payment due date moved. And so I'm just tired. Extremely tired. So I'm leaving out a little bit later than I normally do. I just, being an adult is just, I got $12.16 in my checking account till tomorrow. And I'm telling y'all, I'm just tired. And y'all know I love to shop, and so I didn't really do. I told you all I didn't really do a lot of Christmas shopping because I just didn't have it, and I didn't prepare like I should have, and so I've got to prepare next year so I'll be in a better position. But nevertheless, it's another day to give God honor, glory, and praise, because somebody is dealing with something way, way more serious than a lot of my issues, although they're mine and I feel the way that I feel. But it is what it is. One of my good friends, she has breast cancer, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2022, and she has did so much chemo, and then this past September, around our all-class picnic, she found out that the tumors that she thought, or that they thought were gone, are now in her chest cavity. So she's been doing chemo again, and then she just found out the other day that for the next 6 months she will have to do an additional round of chemo and have blood drawn, and she's just tired. She's tired. And so me and my other girlfriend, who I'm real close with, we were on the phone. And we were just talking about it, and we were like, this just ain't good, because she and I are not like, we're not good friends, but when she went through the first round of chemo, when she found out she had breast cancer, she's not somebody I talk to every day. She's not somebody that, we're not girlfriends like that, but I love her, and my heart just goes out to her, and so when she found out she had cancer the first time, and she went through the rounds of chemo, I sent her a beautiful bouquet of flowers, and she was so shocked. And she was just like, you are so sweet. And she was like, I did not expect that from you. Because like I said, we're not friends like that. But we went to high school together and we're classmates. And we actually went to the same church. Sung in the same choir. So I know her, She came last year to the all-class picnic. Because I hadn't seen her because she was doing, we hadn't had any event, and then she was doing chemo. And she's married, and she just got married a couple of years back here, and it's just heartbreaking. And so I try so hard not to complain about my situation. I'm just gonna tell y'all, I'm just in a hole right now, and I'm just feel like I'm in a dark hole, and I don't feel, I'm just depressed about everything. You know what I mean? I'm just depressed, and it's just one thing on top of another, and then I think about the young lady, the 15-year-old in Madison, Wisconsin, who went in that school and killed and injured those people. 15 is like, what is going on? And it's just right before the holiday. Next week is Christmas, and it's like, we cannot, and then I'm gonna tell you all, this other guy who killed the CEO, health insurance guy. I'm sick of hearing about him. They getting ready to do a whole thing about him on Friday night on 2020. I'm over it. I don't want to hear nothing else about him. He ain't no damn hero, for doing that. You took a person's life. You took him away from his wife and his two young children. And I get it about healthcare and how healthcare is in our country and how they deny you and how they scam you and how, I get it. I understand it, but it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. And then you got ugly ass mofo, the new, what I refuse. He's not my president. He may be y'all, but he ain't mine. Here you are, you talking about what this man did to the CEO was horrible, and nobody should, make him out of a martyr. But then you turn around and you have the white man, the Navy man, who killed the black man on the train. And I understand what went down with that, but you all have made him your hero because he killed a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? He killed a black man because that's the way that's Trump is a racist. I'm gonna say it, and you all don't have to agree. You can stop, you can unsubscribe now. You don't have to watch me no more. He's a racist. Okay? Anytime you get a white man who killed a black man on a train in a chokehold, and you got him at the baseball game, and y'all rah for him and think that he's some motherfucking hero, that's some bullshit. But because he was a black man, because you all look at all black people as niggas, you decided that now y'all gonna clap for him. Y'all gonna, oh, you the hero. Oh, you save people from being hurt. Fuck y'all. That's how I feel. And I understand that people with mental illness is scary. I understand that mentally ill people do things to make people uncomfortable and scared. And I get it. I know he was on the train. I know he was acting erratic. I know he was doing all of that. But okay, you got him down on the ground. You put him, you restrained him. So why the fuck didn't you let go? Because you wanted to kill him. You wanted to. And now you ain't got off, and now you another white man that had put another black man in a motherfucking chokehold and killed him. We ain't forgot. We ain't healed from George Floyd. We ain't healed from that. But you white, so you can do that. You a man. You a white man. So, yeah, go kill another black man. Oh, you our hero. You killed another nigga. That's one less nigga we got to deal with. I'll never call. I don't give a fuck if y'all don't watch this channel ever again in life. But I will never give Trump that high praise of being a president. He can go fuck and suck a dick. Since he want to put a microphone up to his mouth and do all of this with his nasty ass. He's a rapist. He's a narcissist. He's a pedophile. So, all y'all that voted for him, fuck y'all too. That's what I'm on this morning. I don't give a fuck if you black or white. Fuck y'all too. And if you voted for him, you fucking retarded and crazy, and you just like his ass. I don't want to hear about, I voted for him because, I wanted my money. I voted for him because he going to get rid of the migrants. Fuck you. Because that's some bullshit. And while you sitting up here clapping for a motherfucker who killed somebody, you already been shot at twice, bitch. So you better watch your motherfucking back. One minute you want to talk about the CEO of the health insurance company, about him, but then you want to turn around and give high praise to this motherfucker. But like I said, black people, you better start looking at it for what it is. You see, he giving high praise to a white man who killed a black man in a chokehold. And white men love to kill our black men. They love to kill our black men. Okay? He didn't give a fuck about George Floyd. You better start seeing it for what the fuck it is. And if you black and you voted for him, you fucking stupid. And you get whatever you got coming to you. Whatever. And I don't believe he won no election. I believe it was stolen. And I believe that that's the way they wanted it to go. So now that's what y'all got. So when you out here and you can't when your link card as a black person, you ain't got no money and you can't feed your babies and your grandbabies, remember who the fuck you voted for. Even if it was stolen, even if it was rigged, you still stood behind a motherfucking curtain and you voted for Trump. You voted for him. Now he's trying to put all these different regulations. I can't remember the name of it. Now everything you buy gonna be higher. I heard these stupid comments from black people about why they voted for him. Y'all are stupid as a fuck. And this whole country is fucking dumb. But y'all this country love pain. That you never learn. I voted for Kamala. I don't give a fuck what you thought about her, what you heard about her, whatever. I would have voted for a motherfucking rabbit or a frog before I voted for that ugly ass orange bitch. He ain't shit. I don't watch shit about him. I don't watch the fucking news. When he come on the news, I turn the fucking channel. I keep my channel on YouTube. And I watch other YouTube influencers that make me happy to talk about shopping and talk and all the places they go and the food they eat. That's what the fuck I watch. I don't know. I don't want to hear nothing about Trump's ugly ass. If he died tomorrow, I would have a party. That's how much I can't stand him. I'm not watching no inauguration. I'm not. I ain't doing none of that. None of that. Because your bitch ass should be in jail for all the shit that you've done. And no matter how many times we told people and showed people and talked about Project 2025, all you black people that voted for him, when he get rid of these migrants or the immigrants who are down in California who pick our crop to be sold in grocery stores, when he send them back, guess who gonna be out there? Who gonna be picking it? It ain't gonna be me, but it's gonna be you other black motherfuckers who voted for him. And all them people that's in jail, he gonna have. That's what you gonna be doing. You gonna be right back to picking motherfucking cotton. Watch. And now all these Republicans, these black Republicans who was sucking his dick before right before he got elected and was supporting him and all of this shit, right? Okay, but where you motherfuckers at now? Because he didn't get y'all not a job in his cabinet at all. Y'all was sucking his dick so hard. Where he at now? Where y'all at now? Where y'all at? And he got one black person that he's appointed to his cabinet. Everybody else is white. What did I tell you? Y'all are just goofy as a fuck. Oh, but y'all was hanging on his nuts the whole time all the black folks was hanging on his nuts the whole time he was running. He's showing you what he think about you. Get ready, because there's more to come. But I also wanted to, getting off of his ugly orange ass, I also wanted to talk to you all about yesterday when I was telling you all the story of what happened to me with that guy. One of my subscribers who I really like, her name is Stephanie, she wrote a comment and she was asking me, did I watch this other guy that's on YouTube talking about relationships? And I do, because I found him about looking at something else. But anyway, she was asking me had I seen him, and I said yeah. I said I watched him. So she was saying, sometimes do you believe, this guy was saying that sometimes you keep attracting the same type of guy. Let me say something about that. I don't believe in that, nor do I agree with that. I don't believe you keep attracting the same guy. What we as women need to understand is that there are women, there are men, and there are women too. There are men, I'm just going to deal with women right now because I'm a woman and I was telling you all my story. There are men out here that all sit at the same school and listen to the same fucking teacher. Okay? The problem that we as women have is that we don't know how to do a one and done. Now, there's a lady over on TikTok. Her channel is called Did I Hurt Your Feelings? And I watch her. She's funny to me. And she talks about relationships, and she talks about you cutting them off even when you like them and you have feelings for them. And so I know what my issue is. I keep repeating and doing the same thing. Okay? And this is why I get hurt. I'm talking about me. Now, I'm not going to tell you all why y'all get hurt, because you all may be like me. But let's just talk about CC. I don't want to project anything off on anybody else. I'm just going to talk about me, because I can talk about me all day long because I deal with me. My problem is that I don't cut motherfuckers off. And most women don't cut men off. We don't cut them off. It's called the one and done. And the one and done is when you see things about them that don't meet your requirements, cut them off. We keep giving them chances to fucking hurt our feelings. Raising hand. And I'm not saying you can't take them back, but you gotta make them learn that they can't fucking do you like that no more. And that's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. And the problem that what a lot of women do, what a lot of us do, is that we like him, right? We like him, or we like her. And instead of you cutting them off, the one and done, instead of you cutting them off, what you do is you keep sticking around for the bullshit. So I knew that Eric was fucking Bobby. I knew that. I knew that. The very first time I thought that he was, the very first time that I felt it in my spirit, I should have bounced. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, I'll be goddamn. The fuck? Fuck you coming out of there for? But the very first time that I felt it and I knew it, I should have bounced. So that's the point that I'm trying to make to you all. That's what we don't do. What we don't do is that we don't leave people alone when we know what we know. We keep, would you turn up in here? We keep sticking around, sticking around, sticking around, sticking around. When we should exit left. I told you all yesterday, I said, I gave him, listen, I'm going to just tell you all this. This is the way women are versus men. When we have sex with a man, we become attached to that man. Men say the dumbest, this dumb ass thing all the time, which is so stupid to me. Oh, you call feelings for me. You're entering my body. You're having sex with me. I'm taking you on. You're not taking me on. You're pouring literally into me. I'm not pouring into you. I'm receiving you and all that comes with you. We are being penetrated. We don't penetrate you. So when men say this dumb shit about, oh, you call feelings, you call feelings, you call feelings. Where the fuck you think my feelings were supposed to go? There are some women that can fuck and not have no feelings. But if she already like you, if she already want to be with you and you all are having sex and the sex is good, then you become even more attached. And what I don't understand about men, this is how stupid men are. Men will say this dumb shit about you called feelings. But as soon as you ignore they punk asses and you don't want to fuck with them no more, or they found out you fucking somebody else, and it could be their friend, hello somebody, then you a bitch, you a hoe. Who the fuck got feelings? See, you want us to have feelings for you, but then you don't want us to have feelings for you. You want us to be like you, but you don't want us to be like you. That's why a lot of men right now walking around and they so angry that women have stopped fucking with them. Women are not fucking with y'all. They're not. They're not fucking a woman either. They ain't fucking with nobody. Their peace is more important than being bothered with you all. It ain't that we want to be alone. It ain't that we don't want a man. Who wants to be alone? Who don't want somebody, especially at this age? Especially at this age. But who in the fuck is going to stick around and play these pussy ass games with y'all? Who in the fuck is going to keep going through bullshit with you all? Because you should know better. If you 50 and over and you still on bullshit and you still saying you don't want no relationship, Darnell is 65, 66 years old. I think he turned 66. You meet me, I'm 51 or 52, you're 63, and you still talking about you don't want no relationship? And you got a dime? You got a woman who got her own job, a woman that got her own car, a woman that bought her a house, and you don't want me? And I ain't a skanky ass woman. I ain't a woman that fuck around. I ain't a woman that, but you don't want to spend no money on me. You don't want to be in a relationship with me, but you want me to continue to come and fuck you. You ain't got shit. You ain't got a car. You live in a fucking basement with your sister. You don't even have a fucking stove. When I was telling my girlfriend about this the other day, she was on the floor. She said, why would you put me on the floor like that? He don't even have a stove. He cooks out of a fryer, a air fryer, and a hot plate. You don't have a shower. You just have a tub. You've been living in one spot for the last 30, 40 years. You never bought a house. You never bought a house. But you got the nerve to say out of your motherfucking mouth that you don't want no relationship and you ain't got shit to offer. When I started looking at him and really started looking at him for who he was and realizing how fucking cheap he was, looking at how he didn't have nothing, how he didn't want nothing, and how he had never tried to get anything. You 66 years old. If your sister died tomorrow, what the fuck you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because that's her house with her husband. So what you gonna do? How do you live in a small ass space like that for 40 years and you never said, I'm gonna buy me a house? I may be struggling right now, and I know this ain't gonna always be my situation. But I could have stayed in that apartment and paid $700 versus paying $2,100. I could have stayed there. In fact, talking about that apartment, the maintenance guy, he sends me pictures. They're fixing my apartment up now. Well, the apartment that I used to live in is not my apartment. But check this out. I want you to check it out for a minute. Check this out. I lived there 19 years. Right? I lived there 19 years. From 2006 to 2024. They never replaced the carpet. They never replaced the windows. The blinds was tore up. I had to replace them. I replaced them at least 2 or 3 times. The last time I didn't replace shit because I know I was going to leave. The stove wasn't working. The top part was. The oven part wasn't. What else? Trying to think of what else. The ceiling had caved in. The ceiling had asbestos. The bathroom was messed up. I could go on and on and on. When I moved over there, I was 36 years of age. I went from my mother's house, my mother and father's house, to that apartment. And from that apartment, I'm here. I've only lived 3 places in my whole entire life. When I moved there, my rent was $600, $600. It only went up to $700. I told him, I said, if you raise my rent to $1,000, $1,100, I'll pay that if you will fix this apartment up. I got tired of climbing them 3 flights. Now, okay, when I moved there, it was just me. But then now here come a kid. We had 1 bathroom. Now I have 3 full bathrooms. Every bathroom in my house has a tub and a functioning shower. And I have 2 jacuzzis. 2. One in the guest bathroom upstairs and one in the bathroom, the basement downstairs. The basement downstairs is lit. It's got all types of jets and stuff that the man put in there. It's beautiful. Chris, that's where Chris takes a shower at. I have my own bathroom in my bedroom. I walk from my bed to the bathroom, from the bathroom to my bed. I have my own bathroom in my bedroom. Christopher come out of his bedroom. He goes into the bed. If he wanted to use that bathroom, he can go right there in that bathroom. And that bathroom, the tub is a jacuzzi. It has jets all at the bottom of it. The point that I'm trying to make is that I could have stayed stagnant and could have continued to pay that little amount of rent. And I could have said, well, you know, Chris, we just gonna have to share this bathroom because I'm not ever buying a house. You know, we gonna have to stay, you know, this is what it is or whatever. I didn't want that. I have been wanting a house for years. For years. It was always my dream to buy a house. But I thought that I was going to get married. I thought that I was going to do that with someone and we would be in a house together. Well, that never happened. So last year when I froze to fucking death almost up in that bitch, in that apartment, because the windows were broke and the air was coming in, he lied and would say that the heat was up. You was a motherfucking lie. There's no way this apartment should be this cold. Even I had 2 cats at the time. The cats were down in their bed under a blanket. That's how cold it was. When they came to put the plastic on my windows, you saw all of the air. All the plastic was stretched all the way out. Because those windows were broke. There was windows all in the apartment that I couldn't even let up. When he came to put the air conditioner in, the whole window was just basically crumbling. I told him this. Didn't want to do nothing. Just was a fucking slumlord. So last winter when I froze, I said, this the last goddamn winter that I freeze up in here. I didn't even have Chris come home. I had Chris stay at my mother's house. Chris didn't even want to sleep in the other bedroom. That bedroom was really like where the cats were. He was like, no. He's like, I'll sleep in the living room. So he basically was on a blow-up bed, you know, a mattress or whatever. Because he could have slept in the other room. We could have got him a bedroom stuff. He didn't want that. It was so cold. And I was on the top floor. You know, heat rises, right? Why is it so cold in here? The carpet, I had started pulling the carpet up. He wouldn't get rid of that carpet. He told me, oh, well, you know, if you want to do that, you can pull it up, but you're going to have to pull it up. The stove was broke. I asked him for the refrigerator started to leak. Now, we fixed that, okay? He told me, oh, no, we don't supply stoves and refrigerators no more. You're going to have to buy it. But guess what? He replacing the stove now. But you told me that I was going to have to replace the stove. So whoever about to move up in there, you told me that whoever moved in the apartments, they have to bring their own appliances. Well, why you got a new stove in there now? The floor in the kitchen was the towel and stuff was starting to crack. I was there for 19 fucking years. Why did you think that you didn't have to do no repairs in that apartment? And why is it that you didn't raise my rent and say, listen, we're going to be coming in here, we're going to be renovating, but the rent is going to go up? I asked him for, in that kitchen, there was a area where I could have had a stackable washer and dryer. You got a whole full functioning laundry room in the basement that you would not fix the fuck up. You wouldn't fix it up. He could put TVs down there. He could put a bathroom and a washroom down there where people could be down there washing their clothes. He has no vision. No vision, no nothing. Whole laundry room. And you live in the building. And you and your wife got to drag y'all shit to the laundromat. Look like you yourself would say, hey, you know, I want to have a wash and dry right here on the premises. I told him, I said, put a security camera down there so you know who is coming in and out. Give all the tenants a key or some kind of tap ID where it'll work or whatever. Mm-mm. 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 Nope. Didn't want to do that. Mm-mm. Didn't want to do nothing. I was tired of lugging that shit down 3 flights of steps. Now Christopher is older now, so he can help. But guess what? I got a wash and dryer in my basement. That, to be real talk with y'all, I wish it was upstairs. I don't even want to walk. And my basement steps are really nice. I don't have a deep basement. So I can now walk downstairs. I went down there this morning before I left for work. I went down there and I washed. So I may sit on this platform and I may tell y'all I'm depressed and my finances ain't good and this, that, and other. But guess what? That's my house. That's my house. And all I got to do is walk down some steps and go down some more steps and I can wash my clothes. I ain't took a bag of clothes to my mama's house since we've been there. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. And I thank my mother and my father for allowing me to wash at their house. There were times that I did go to the laundromat, like when me and her was mad at each other, or I needed to wash my comforters or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But there was few times that I went to the laundromat in 19 years. Okay? Few times. But I would have to go over there on Saturday and Sunday and wash. I never could wash during the week because my mother had to wash and my father had to wash. So I had to share a wash machine with them. That's the way it is. It's just me and Chris. It's just me and Chris. Now I'm going to tell you, the house become big when you got to clean it. It's a lot to clean when you got to clean it. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's my house. And everything with it, whether the good, the bad, or whatever, it's mine. And in 3 years, I can pull equity out of my house. And do some home repairs, some home improvement. It's a lot of stuff that I want to do. I want to put a deck in the backyard. I want to get the porch redone. I gotta get them to come back out and fix that part on my chimney. It's like about $400. I gotta call them to come and do that. Hopefully it won't get worse with the winter, depending on what kind of winter we get. But the point I'm trying to make is this: at some point in your life, you have to stop being stagnant and not wanting to move forward because of fear or because of, oh, my finances is going to change. But your finances is going to change for the better. 19 years I gave these people rent money. Do you know how much money, how much rent I gave them in 19 years? If I had bought me a house then, back then, I probably would have struggled like I'm struggling now. But it would have got better. But it would have been mine. I should have bought a house long time ago. Long time ago. I stayed there way too long. I stayed there because it was convenient. I stayed there because, real talk, the rent was cheap, and I wanted to have my money. But staying there for 19 years. Now, mind you, over the years that I've been here, I've made more money. At that time, I wasn't making the money that I'm making now. But even still, and this is what I'm talking about, being dumb and making stupid mistakes that I've made. I should have money in the bank. I should have a fat ass savings account if I had did things the way that I should have done them. And now I'm here where I'm struggling. But I've learned my lesson, and I've learned that, just like the reason why I wanted to move out of the apartment, you getting older. What you gonna do? You gonna be up in here until the lady that belonged, she damn near 70. She been there 30 years. I didn't want to be her. I'm like, I don't want to be here, and he ain't making no improvements. He ain't gonna never do nothing. Now, is it up to me to make a move and struggle a little bit, or do I sit here in this shit and just wallow in this bullshit when I know it ain't gonna get no better? I gotta go inside. I'll be back, because I'm not gonna be late. I'm back, y'all. So, the point I'm trying to make is that when you see things in people, and you see where people are, and when you see that people don't have nothing, or a man don't have this, or a woman don't have that, you know what you want. You're never gonna get anybody. We all know this. We old enough to know nobody is perfect, and you're not gonna get a perfect person. But you gotta get somebody that's on your level. And when you see things about, like, perfect example. So Saturday, when my mama and Chris and I went to the mall, when we were coming out the mall, the guy that I told y'all that we had went, on the trip, we had all went on that group trip, and we supposed to go out. He invited me to this party Saturday. As we were coming out the mall, he was coming in. Happened to run into him. I was like, hey. He was like, hey. I was like, how you doing? He was like, I'm good. How you doing? We ain't had no conversation. I kept going. I cut him off. Because, see, you want me to come to your house and give you a hug. I know what bullshit you on. And I ain't finna play them games with you. Cut him off. And I like him. The guy here at work. Oh, so you want some company? I know what you want. Cut him off. And the thing that we have to cut people off that we don't like. No, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. We have to cut people off even when we like them. Even when we like them. And so I have made huge mistakes. I'm going to tell y'all this, the mistake I made when his ass left for the trip. I should have never said nothing to him. I told y'all, I don't know if it was Stephanie or somebody said something that triggered me. I was like, they was like, don't let him y'all was like, don't let him disrespect you. And then I sent him that text. But in hindsight, I wish I hadn't sent him anything. But I was also, when I looked back on my Ring camera and saw what he said to me, I was really pissed. But what I want to say to you all is that stop thinking that you are attracting, that you're doing something wrong and it's your fault that you keep attracting these same type of people. It's not that you are doing anything wrong or that you are attracting these type of people. You have to cut people off at the door, and especially if you really like them, because what happens is when you really like a person, you accept more and more and more and more and more bullshit. Let me give you all a perfect example. Darnell. When I met Darnell on the Facebook dating app, right? When Darnell told me that he did not have a car, that's a big thing for me. I don't want to date a man, whether I meet you or not. I don't want no man who don't have no car. When he told me that he did not have no car, that's one of my requirements. But what did I do? He a nice guy, and he is. He's a very nice guy, very handsome, very well groomed, all of that, nice personality, all of that. When I went over there and saw how he lived, this man's house is impeccable. He's so neat, so organized. That impressed me. But the fact that you live down in this basement apartment, that wasn't good enough for me. I didn't like that. And I know you are saying, well, you shouldn't judge people based on what they have. No, you should. Yeah, you should. Because when you are the age that we are, and you don't have anything of your own, and I saw early in him that he was very complacent, and that he was very okay with the way in which he was. No car, retired too early, didn't have no money saved. You 64, 65, you're now 66. When I met you, you were 62, 63. I didn't even know that he didn't have no stove until late, much later. I never paid that no attention because I never really went in his kitchen. And he cooked me dinner 3 times. No stove. I asked him. Then he actually started renovating the apartment that was downstairs, and it looked really, really nice. They tore a wall down. He opened it up so it had more space. All that. It was nice. But it's not yours. And if she died tomorrow, you coming up out of there. Where you gonna go then? I get why you moved there at the time. But your son is grown. He bought him a house. Your son is grown. I'm confused. Why you ain't come up out of here? And I asked him, I said, you never wanted to buy a house? You never wanted? You okay with not having a car at this age? Living in this city where you have to have a car in Chicago. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a car, but this is Chicago. This is Chicago. And then you gotta lie, and you gotta sneak and all this old bullshit to go to the doctor, and gotta try to get back home, and so her husband don't know you got the car. And why did you retire so early when you didn't have your money together? I don't like getting up every day coming to work either, y'all. I want to retire too. I want to retire. I do. But do you think that I'm gonna come in here and quit, or I'm gonna come in here and be like, oh y'all, I'm retiring because, you know, I just don't want to do this no more. I'm gonna work here until I have enough money saved. I'm gonna work here until it's time for me to retire, because I started this job at 43. I'm 54. I've been here 12 years. I needed 10 years to be fully vested, because fully vested meaning that to get a pension, right? So I've only been here 12 years. Coming this January 21st, I will have worked here 12 years. I've got to work here at least another 10 so that I can get the kind of pension that I want to walk out this door, so that I can leave something, not only my house to Christopher, but I also can leave him a nice little change for him to maybe start investing something or whatever he wants to do. But I ain't getting ready to retire. And you know what I would get once a month if I quit right now? What I take home twice a month. Who can live off of $2,000 in a month? In Chicago, in this economy, if I've retired right now and drew down my pension and was getting a pension, and first of all, I got to be 59 and a half to even get my full pension. So let's just say I quit when I'm 59. Okay, I retire at 59. I'm only going to get $2,003. I'd take that home twice a month. But imagine only getting $2,000 or $3,000 once a month. No, if the Lord say the same, I'm going to work here another 10 years so that when I walk up out of here, I'm going to be getting $7,000, $8,000 a month in my pension. Do you understand what I'm saying? Make it make sense. I ain't working hard. I'm not killing myself. He wasn't killing himself. He worked at the post office. Why would you retire at 59 knowing that you can't get Medicaid at 59? You still need your insurance. Okay, you a veteran. You go to the VA hospital. But now you gave up your private insurance. You only getting, I'm almost positive that he only get like $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Out of that money, how you gonna pay a car note? How you gonna pay rent? Because you got to pay your sister rent. How you gonna live? How you gonna go on trips? Why would you retire at 59? You started this job late, just like me. I started this job late. You needed to work a little bit longer, but you lazy. You lazy. You don't want to do shit. You want to sit on your ass and ride a bike down the street. And then you got the nerve to want pussy from a woman and don't want to take her nowhere and don't want to do nothing with her. And then talk about, be mad because I say your motherfucking ass is broke and cheap. So then you leave that job and you get another job doing something else. You get another job doing something else. And then you quit that job. Make it make sense, somebody. Make it make sense. I was tired of working. Uh, uh, uh. He retired before his sister had retired. And she had been at the post office longer than him. This is what I don't under. This is what I'm gonna say to you, young people that might be on this platform watching me. You have to prepare for retirement. You have to be financially ready to retire. Because if you get a paycheck every 2 weeks or you get a paycheck twice a month, remember, you're getting one check once a month. So you get paid every 2 weeks. Sometimes you get paid 3 times out of the month. But you're going to get one check for 1 month of $1,000 or $2,000 or maybe $3,000. And if you got a car and you want a new car or whatever, remember that you get paid once a month. So how dumb was he to retire at 59? Why did you have been there for 10 years at the post office? Why you didn't work another 10? Why you didn't even work another 5? You 66. You healthy. Ain't nothing wrong with you. He could have retired at 70. My other friend who is 68, he's still working. He's not still working because he could retire. But he said his job is easy. He said, you know, he making $60 an hour. If his job is easy and he enjoy getting up, going to work, and you making the money, fine. But he really can retire. He's financially ready to retire. He got money saved. His car is paid off. He has an apartment, nice apartment, because he's separated, divorced now. He was living in a house, he divorced his wife. He didn't buy a house, but I'm saying he's had a house and he's got a good ass job. So don't go out here making these stupid ass mistakes because, I'm tired of working. I'm tired of dealing with people. I don't like none of these motherfuckers here. It's only a few people here that I deal with. But I'm going to quit and knowing, And now you walking around and you only getting $1,000 to $2,000. You're getting $1,200 a month, or maybe you getting what he might be getting what I bring home a month. You ain't bought no groceries. You got to pay. That's why he go down to this food pantry at his church and be down there stealing all the food and getting and taking all the food and shit. Cause it's hard for you to buy groceries off of that and pay rent. If he paying his sister $700 a month, paying her rent once a month. So as soon as you get your check, you're only getting a check once a month. I keep reiterating that. Once a month. So that means you got to pay your light, because he got to pay the light. He got his own light, his own gas. He got to pay that. Probably ain't a lot, but still. You got to pay rent. How you going to get a car? How you going to get a car? So, again, I said all of that. I'm just using him as an example. When I knew those things about him, instead of me talking about, but I like him. You know, he a nice guy. No. You don't have what I'm looking for. We're not on the same level. I have a job. I have a car. I have a house. I'm not living in somebody's fucking basement without a stove or a shower. No. And even though I didn't have the house then when I met him, but I had an apartment with a shower. And he knew that I was looking for a house because I kept talking about it with him. I said, buying me a house. Kept on saying it. I said, buying me a house. In fact, the very first house that I wanted and I was looking at that I really wanted, I was telling him about the house. His niece is a realtor. She could have helped him buy a house. She helped his son. You got an inside person who is, this is what they do for a living, and you're stagnant. He's a very nice, clean, Christian, well put together man, but he's a manipulator. He's a liar. He's a con artist. He plays games. And that's why I don't fuck with him no more. I thought we could be friends. No, we cannot. This last guy, no, we cannot be friends. No, we cannot. No, we cannot. And I really, 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 really like Darnell a lot. And same thing, kept taking him back. So it's not what we could keep attracting, it's what we keep accepting. It's not what you keep attracting, it's what you keep accepting. It's what you know in the door that you don't like. It's what you know it's what you know in the door of what is not your requirements that you keep fucking with these people who ain't on your level. But it's not going out. So it's what you keep accepting, not what you keep attracting, what you keep accepting, because you know better, and you know that this person ain't on your level, but you keep fucking with him because you like him. The sex is good, he nice. Well, yeah, he ain't. Listen, we all got flaws, but I'm talking about when you have a certain standard and requirement of what you want, and you ignore that bullshit because you like them. That's where you fuck up. You can attract, it ain't what you attract, it's what you keep accepting. People even say, well, maybe it's what you attracting the same type of person. No, you keep accepting the same bullshit from a different person. See, I don't believe in that. Oh, you attract what you are. That's bullshit. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't even give no power to that. Because then again, it puts you back in a spot of feeling like something is wrong with you. And ain't nothing wrong with you. And see, we as a society want to make people think that there's something wrong with them. That's why so many people are walking around fucked up and killing themselves and jumping off of bridges. Instead of somebody telling us, stop accepting bullshit. You know when it's bullshit. You know when it's bullshit from a woman and a man. Men, you know when women are bullshitting you. Women, you know when men are bullshitting you. You've been in the motherfucking game too long. You ain't just started this. Some of y'all been married more than once, divorced, relationship. You know. So it's what you accept, not what you attract. Oh, well, you just keep attracting the same. Well, maybe, maybe it's something that you doing. It ain't shit you doing. What you doing is staying in the bullshit too fucking long and not getting rid of shit. Have you ever walked down the street and you saw some dog shit on the sidewalk and you like, oh, shit, I don't want to step in that. I don't want that at the bottom of my shoe. Why the fuck would you keep stepping in shit with these men? You keep stepping into shit with men. You avoid shit on the sidewalk. Why in the fuck you don't avoid shit when it comes to a man? I don't like shit on the bottom of my shoe. It's hard to get that shit out of the bottom of the crevices of my fucking shoe. You never get it all out. It's the same way with stepping into bullshit with men. You step into they shit, and then it's hard to get the shit out of your motherfucking system because now you attached to it. So when you see shit that you don't like or it ain't for you, get the fuck on. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to me right now. I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to me too. So stop with the bullshit about, oh, it's something. What I keep no, you keep accepting it. You keep making excuses. You keep trying to find the good. You keep trying to say, well, he a nice guy. I should have never been with Darnell. Darnell was never on my level. And he was much older than me. I should have never been with this dude. He not on my level. I don't smoke weed. I don't gamble. Yeah, he got some good dick. Yeah, the sex was good. But I should have never fucked with him. I should have never fucked with him. Because I knew what he did to me in 2010. I knew what he did to me when we was on a post and this guy was having a barbecue at his house and I wrote on there being funny. I said, well, y'all know I don't cook, so I'm going to bring something. He gets on there and said, yeah, Sherelle, don't bring nothing if you don't cook because we don't want to make people sick. Shut the fuck up talking to me. And I said that to him on the post. So why did I fuck with him? So that ain't on him, that's on me. Then you do all of this shit to me now, and I take you back. And I take you back. Every time you say you sorry, all the things, he ain't never did nothing major to me, but what he has done to me has been major enough for me. So I don't blame him. I blame myself because I fucking knew better. I knew what the fuck you were. I knew what the fuck you had did to me 14 years ago. I know what you had said to me on the post. He got a thing with me. He's always coming for me. I don't know what his thing is. I'm not saying he don't have feelings for me. I'm not saying that he don't even like me. But I can tell you this much. He don't like me that much. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And everybody deals with different things differently, and I understand that. But, oh shit, I gotta go, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow. It's Friday, but I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna leave you all with this. Stop accepting stuff. If you avoid shit on the sidewalk, avoid shit when it comes to people. Because once you in it, it's hard to get that shit off. I'm just saying. So we'll chat tomorrow. You all have a good, blessed day. And I'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday. Thank God. All right. Have a good day. Let me go on with my $12.13. See what I can buy in this checking account. Tomorrow payday. Thank you, Jesus. Even though it's gone. Because I got to pay the mortgage. Whew. Lord have mercy. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Okay. I'll see you later. Okay. Bye.